My dear friend, have you ever wondered what adultery really means? Is it just about relationships? Or is there something much deeper, something spiritual, hidden within it? Let me share with you a perspective that will completely shift the way you see this question forever. When most people hear the word adultery, their minds immediately picture betrayal between two partners, a broken marriage, a broken promise, a broken bond. But let's go deeper, my friend. Adultery begins much earlier than that. In fact, it begins not in your actions, but in your heart. Listen carefully. If there is no love in your heart, you are already committing adultery. If your actions are not rooted in sincerity, if your choices are not grounded in truth, you are living in a constant state of betrayal. Betrayal not only towards another person, but towards yourself, towards life, towards the very possibility of your existence. Think about it. Whenever you give yourself to something, for comfort, for convenience, for a passing emotion, without true love, without full awareness, you are cheating on your own soul. Isn't that true? Haven't you noticed that when you live without involvement, without depth, something inside you feels restless, unsatisfied? That is because you are already living in adultery with life itself. Now, let us go even deeper. Every single action you take comes with a consequence. Life is precise. Life is fair. Plant a seed and something will grow. But here's the problem. Most people want the seed without the harvest. They want the pleasure without the price. They wish to enjoy the thrill of action, but when the results come knocking, they want to hide. Have you seen this? A man or a woman may indulge in something in the heat of the moment, in the blindness of desire, but when the consequences unfold, pain, guilt, shame, broken trust, they cry, "Why me?" My dear friend, life does not work like that. If you plant a thorn bush, you cannot demand roses tomorrow. But this is the weakness of human beings. They want freedom to choose, but not the strength to accept what comes after. They want to act, but they don't want to own the results of those actions. So let me ask you, what is a fool? A fool is not just someone others laugh at. A fool is someone who works against himself. A fool is someone who digs a pit and then falls into it. Isn't that the ultimate tragedy? When your greatest enemy is not outside but inside you? This happens when your actions are not made with clarity, when you give in to your body, your emotions, or your uncontrolled desires. You are no longer living by choice, you become a slave. And slavery to your own impulses, my friend, is the surest path to suffering. Tell me, does it make sense to live in ways that bring you pain? Would you ever drink poison every day and expect to stay healthy? Of course not. Yet, how many times do we see people doing this with their actions, their relationships, their emotions? Day after day, they choose what they know will harm them, and then they wonder why life feels heavy. So, let me return to the question. Is adultery right or wrong? That is not the real point. The real question is, are you living sensibly? Are you making choices that elevate you, or choices that make you small? Are you living in such a way that even the Creator would be proud of you? Or are you simply trapped in fleeting passions, in momentary pleasures that leave you empty the next morning? Think carefully, my dear friend. How many times in life have you chased something with all your energy, believing it was everything, only to wake up the next day and feel like a fool? Haven't we all experienced this? That is the nature of senseless living. It burns you with desire today, and it leaves you hollow tomorrow. And this is why adultery is not just about relationships. It is about the way you live, the way you choose, the way you treat yourself. The true adultery is when you cheat on your own soul. So let me tell you clearly, adultery is not worthwhile. Not because it is wrong in society's eyes, but because it is stupid in your own eyes. It is senseless to give yourself to something that reduces you, that limits you, that makes you ashamed of yourself. Do you see now? The real question is not right or wrong. Who am I, or who is anyone, to pass judgment on life? The real question is simple. Does this choice bring clarity, or does it bring suffering? Does it make you larger, or does it make you smaller? Does it create strength, or does it create regret? A senseless life, my dear friend, is the only true sin. A life where you constantly betray yourself, where you constantly choose against your own well-being, that is the real mistake. But imagine the opposite. Imagine living with such clarity, such awareness, such sense, that even the gods look at you and feel envious. Imagine living in such a way that life itself bows to you because of the wisdom in your choices. That is not just possible. It is your birthright. So the question is simple. Will you keep living senselessly, chasing pleasures that leave you broken? Or will you choose to live wisely, to live in a way that the Creator Himself would be proud of? Remember this truth. Anything that makes you feel like a fool tomorrow is not worth doing today. And anything that lifts you, strengthens you, and fills you with joy tomorrow, that is the path worth walking today. My dear friend, if these words touched something inside you, don't keep them to yourself. Share this message with someone who needs to hear it. And if you want more powerful insights like this, subscribe to this channel, give this video a like, and tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Together, let us learn to live with such sense that even the heavens envy us.